So it is 6 o'clock in the morning, and I just happened to wake up, and so it's kind of an exciting morning because I was supposed to start my cycle on Sunday, and today's Thursday, and nothing's happened yet. So I woke up and they say you're supposed to do it with your first morning bathroom time. So I went and I bought a test last night and a bottle of wine just in case it's negative, but it's kind of strange for me to be late. I haven't been late since starting this whole fertility thing, and this month they said that I didn't respond to the Clomid and that they weren't going to do an IUI, so maybe we just needed to de-stress or something. I don't know. We'll see. So fingers crossed. Oh, alright, that's that. So now I guess we have to wait the 3 minutes, and I covered it up so I can't see anything. Oh, there we go. Yeah, so I haven't had like any real symptoms of my cycle starting. I've been cramping a little bit, but it's different cramps. It's not like that's about to start cramps. And usually I break out on my chin, and I haven't. So I don't know. Maybe I'm just stressed out or something. I don't know. We'll see. I should also mention, while I look all raggedy, instead of just doing this later, that the last time I was pregnant, in 2011, I was 2 weeks late before I got a positive test. And those of you who don't know, obviously we do not have a child, so I miscarried that baby. But yeah, it took 2 weeks to get a positive, even though the doctor said I miscarried at 4 weeks. So it's kind of nerve-wracking, but I think it's been 3 minutes, so I guess let's take a look. Either way, yeah, that's a no. So I must just be stressed out or something's going on. Maybe the Clomid just messed up my cycle. Who knows? So it was a no, but I didn't really think it would be positive. Just because they said I didn't respond. So I guess now I just wait for it to start so we can start this next round of shots and everything. So I guess I'll update later whenever that happens. Bye. Hey, so I just wanted to give you guys an update as to what's been happening. So on the Wednesday following the I guess start day of what should have been my cycle, which was August 9th, that following Wednesday. As you saw, I took a pregnancy test, and then I took another one the following Sunday, and they both were negative. So I was a week late, and then the rest of the week I didn't really do anything. I didn't worry about it, didn't have too many symptoms. So on that next Thursday, which would have been about a week and a half late, I went and got a blood test done, and that came back negative as well. So it's obviously disappointing, but I didn't really feel like I was pregnant, so I wasn't too concerned. I called the doctor, though. I had that blood test on Thursday, and I called the Monday before and left a message, and no one called me back. So I called again on Friday once I had the results of that blood test, and they called me back and said, more than likely what we're going to do is induce your period, but let's go ahead and check with the physician and we'll let you know. So on Monday, I went in, which is today. I went in this morning and had an ultrasound done, and just to try to see what's going on. Is there a cyst that's causing my cycle not to start? Is it my lining is too thick or too thin, or what happened? Because I'm pretty sure I posted the video, but I didn't respond to this last cycle of Clomid at all. So it was strange that I was late because I had never been late like this before, except for the one time when I had the miscarriage. So we went back and we had the ultrasound today, and they said there is a slight cyst on my left side, but it's not large at all. It was about 9 millimeters. So they weren't too worried about it. But he did say that my thyroid level was a little high with the blood work that I had back in October of last year. So he said it's normal when you're not pregnant, but when you are pregnant, it's considered high. So that's something that we just need to keep in mind when it does happen. And they had mentioned switching me to the shots instead of doing the Clomid because I stopped responding. So this ultrasound kind of covered a bunch of appointments all in one. They said after he went and talked with another doctor who was the head of the department, they said, we're going to go ahead and induce her period. So they gave me something called Prevera, but it's medroxyprogesterone. And I take one pill for 10 days. I kind of learned a little bit about this in one of my classes, but basically this is just follicle stimulating hormone, which tells my pituitary gland to go ahead and release more of this hormone so that in the next 10 to 14 days I do go ahead and have a cycle, which I probably should anyways because I'm 15 days late now. But they went ahead and gave me this. And then they said because my baseline ultrasound, or the ultrasound I had today, didn't show any major cysts, we can go ahead and count that as the baseline. And that we're going to continue with the plan of switching me to the shots next. So whenever I do get my cycle, I get to start these new meds. So then we went and sat. Nick is home, so he came with me. And we went and sat at the pharmacy for a good 30 or 45 minutes because it takes forever to get these meds, and then we had to go back to the doctor so they could teach us how to use them. So here's what they gave me. Alright, so that's everything they gave me. So we had to go back after the pharmacy and learn how to use everything. And so they just gave me that, like, little box of volitism or something, whatever. They just gave me that, so I was a little confused on how I actually inject it, but then they gave me this handy dandy carrying case. Yeah. So, let's see. You open it up, and it looks like this. So this is the pen that does the injecting, and then these are all different needles to use per shot. So Nick and I both stood in the room and learned how to do it. Either way, it's something that I do myself, but it's just good to have Nick there with me so I understand everything. So once you take the pen out, there's nothing in here now. So she said that you have to make sure like these arrows line up, and then this thing cranks, and it's per dosage in this little dial here. I don't know if you can see it. So I'm taking 58, I think it's milligrams per shot. So we just crank it to, or I'm taking one past 50. So take this and you crank it to 50, and then you click one past 50. So that's where I'll be taking it. And then I open one of those needles and insert the cartridge into here. This all comes apart. We put the cartridge in here, which is the medicine, and attach a needle, and then I will shoot it into myself, basically. And so yeah, that's my life for now. We're only going to be doing this for 5 days once my cycle starts. So cycle day 2 I'll start, and I'll do this for 5 days, and I call and I'll go in And they'll check my follicles just to make sure I'm not being overstimulated. And if they're not where they should be for that far along in my cycle, then they'll tell me to go ahead and continue with the shots, and I'll give myself more. But this is stronger, better, good stuff. So I'm glad that I don't have a cyst or anything. It's just kind of my body's resetting, they said. So I'm glad I don't have to worry about that. There's nothing majorly wrong. It's just my body's kind of had enough, probably, of all these medications and things. So that's where we are now. We're going to do this for 3 cycles. Hopefully it only takes 1, but this will be for 3 cycles. Then we'll get on the IVF list, and then we'll continue for 3 more cycles, and then it's a 9-month wait list for IVF, so we'll have 6 months until then, and I don't know if they just pause and let your body reset for that or what happens, but that's where we are now. So things are changing. That's basically all I got. We're finally on the shots. We're a little early because they said we had to do 6 rounds of Clomid. I did 4 or 5 rounds of Clomid. I can't remember. They all kind of blend in together, but we're definitely ahead of schedule of what we thought we were going to be. So I guess it's kind of a blessing in disguise. So we will go from there, I guess. And hopefully this is just a little boost my ovaries need to get us going. I did ask the doctor if this could be my endometriosis coming back, and he said no, more than likely. It's probably like this is more of a sign of PCOS than it is endometriosis. Endometriosis is more of like the pain during your cycle in your monthly friend than it is missing a cycle altogether. That's usually due to a cyst or PCOS or something. So I'm not really too concerned about any of that stuff right now. So hopefully everything will go well this cycle for us. So thanks for watching and consistently keeping us in your prayers. You guys don't know how much it means to us. We really, truly do appreciate it. Love you guys.